On this episode of the Globe News Report, the Goshen Public Library is starting a new initiative to celebrate Earth Day.
Nationwide protests make their way to Elkhart County, and we've got your community calendar, your Goshen news segment, and more.
All here on the Globe News Report.
Thanks for tuning in to the season finale of the Globe News Report. My name is Kate Bodiker.
And I'm Egypt Boyd. Kate, it's crazy to think finals are already this week. How are things looking for you?
Well, just the usual papers and presentation, only one actual exam. So how are things looking for you?
Just a couple projects, but nothing too bad.
Well, no matter what, I'm excited for graduation and for May term.
Earth Day is tomorrow, and the Goshen Public Library is starting a new green initiative. Isabel Massud has the full story.
In light of Earth Day on April 22nd, Goshen Public Library implemented its first ever Go Green initiative.
We chose programs that would interest a wide variety of people, all on the topics of Earth and the environment and spending more time outside. So we are partnering with lots of other community organizations to plan a lot of really fun educational content throughout the whole month of April.
Even though the initiative just started, the community engagement in the program has been promising.
We've even been getting calls from folks who are asking if they're still allowed to come to the programs if they don't live in Goshen, and the answer to that is always yes.
As a key location for free resources and education in that community, Goshen Public Library approach to environmental issues is said to be a driving force for a more sustainable lifestyle in Goshen.
We really view programming as outreach to the community because we can encourage people to do free, healthy, safe family activities together. So for us, it's all about building those relationships between the library and the community, between community members and each other, and between organizations and our community.
Reporting for Globe News, I am Isabel Massud.
Back in elementary school, for me, we used to practice recycling on Earth Day, where they would give us 2 different bins and a bunch of objects, and then we'd have to remember whether they go in recycling or if they go in the trash. Did you do anything like that?
No, they took us outside in our schoolyard, and we picked up the trash and recycling.
Next up on the Globe News Report, we've got coverage from a nationwide protest on a local level, and some laughs with a blooper reel from this past season. You're watching the Globe News Report.
So you just graduated from Goshen College? What experiences prepared you for this job?
Where do I begin?
Welcome back to the Globe News Report. Over the weekend, protests of President Trump's administration took place all over the nation. Collin Echols attended a local protest in Elkhart and has more information from the day.
On Saturday, protesters gathered in downtown Elkhart as a part of a nationwide protest called No Tyrants, No Kings, in opposition of the actions and decisions made by the Trump administration. The demonstration began with a march through Elkhart city streets, blocking intersections and getting support from drivers passing by. Dwight Fish, the 4th District Councilman in the city of Elkhart, was a key component of the protest organization.
I was asked by the Michiana Alliance for Democracy to help them out with their permitting, and I went down to City Hall and took care of it, wrapped it up, and paid for it. And we've got 300 people here today showing what democracy is all about.
Those 300 protesters stood for hours, never once going silent, but they all shared a similar opinion on people continuing to speak out.
I hope that this keeps growing. I hear that we're coming back on May 1st. I hope to see more people every time, and I'm going to keep coming back out.
Their message? To return the democracy of America back to what it should be, controlled by the people, not just those at the top of the governmental food chain.
We're a country of rules and people sharing their experiences together. It's that simple. And 1 or 2 or a handful of people should not have control over our money and our time.
For Globe News, I'm Collin Echols.
Thanks so much to Collin for attending the protest. To get more information on how some Elkhart residents are feeling.
We're glad that everyone made it home safely and the protests remained as a peaceful demonstration.
Now, Egypt, although we may seem to nail these episodes, we're certainly not perfect, and we, a lot of the time, make a few mistakes.
I wish I could say that I've gotten everything right on the first try, but that would be a lie.
Well, with this being our last show, it's time now to look back at our last semester and laugh along with ourselves as we look at some of the outtakes and bloopers from the Globe staff.
For providing those stories and images for this week's. I'm so sorry to go back. I do apologize. That's my one slip up. Okay.
The Snoopy Gnome shop has been an important shop in downtown Goshen for 12 years. Soapy.
Sorry, I keep thinking of the gnome. Soapy.
The Shropy Shrom.
I can do this.
You got this.
Wait.
You got this.
Okay. The Snoopy.
God.
Have some good weather. That means that spring.
Oh my God, we're not recording. Go back. No. We're recording now. Kyle forgot. Kyle, no. Go back. I'm so sorry.
Amount of local shops opened this year round. No, that was
We are going to redo.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's move on for a Goshen Knicks win in. No, what did I say? What was that phrase? Goshen News Week in. Okay. All the brain farts on my brain just one moment.
Jump on it. Jump on it. Bow. In the him, Macarena. Some Macarena. Oh, hey.
Well, I'm glad that we're not the only ones who made it onto the blooper reel.
It's good to know that other people have made just as many, if not more, mess-ups than we do.
Coming up, we'll have your community calendar and your Goshen news segment. This is the Globe News Report.
Do you dream of a place to belong, to begin your journey, and to believe in something bigger than yourself? A place where you aren't lost in the crowd, but are part of the team. Communication professionals are in high demand, and Goshen College will give you the tools and hands-on experience to transform your passions into a rewarding career. Begin your career in journalism and be an agent of change at the best college newspaper in the state of Indiana, The Record. Begin a filmmaking career with 5 Core Media and work on Emmy-winning productions that propel graduates to Hollywood and beyond. And take our Semester in LA program to get a jump start in the industry. Begin your career as a public relations major, one of the fastest growing professions in the country. Begin a rewarding broadcasting career on the air at 91.1 The Globe, the best college radio station in the nation. Be a DJ, host TV shows, and broadcast live sports. Believe in yourself and make it possible at Goshen College.
You're watching the Globe News Report. It's time to get you updated on all your local news with your Goshen News Weekend Review.
This month, we've got Joey Paternostro with all your local stories. Joey, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Kate. This past Saturday, the Goshen High School's baseball and softball complex had its grand opening. The brand new lighted and turf fields officially had their ribbon cut after the original opening was delayed due to inclement weather earlier in the month. Goshen is set to host the IHSAA Class 4A sectional for softball this year and baseball in 2026. The school now has new home locker rooms, offices for the coaches, and even batting cages for both baseball and softball. More information, visit GoshenNews.com. And this past Saturday, on April 19th, hundreds of protesters lined the streets in South Bend supporting the Hands Off movement. As these protests sweep the nation, the more support they continue to gain. Protest organizer Ryan Hill said that these protests are to let those impacted know that the community stands behind them. The supporters, of course, protesting not only the Trump administration, but recent actions in Indiana. For more information about future protests, visit mobilize.us. And on Sunday, the Elkhart chapter of the Indiana Expo hosted their 12th annual The Bigger the Better Easter egg hunt. In previous years, they had 15,000 eggs, but due to one of their volunteers suddenly passing this spring, they decided to go bigger and hide 20,000 eggs for families to find. The event this year was in honor of Peggy Thomas, and she had a big hand in the previous 12 years of the event. It was free to those who entered, and kids who came even left with their own personal bag of candy. Ladies, back to you.
Thank you, Joey, and now it's time for your community calendar. Thank goodness the weather is finally getting warmer because this Saturday, April 26th, is the Berry's Best Market at Elkhart County Fairgrounds. The market will feature food, trinkets, sweets, face painting, and more. Admission is free and the market is 12 to 5. For more information, check out goodofgoshen.com.
On Sunday the 27th, it's the 9th annual Vintage Motorcycle Show and Swap Meet at CycleWorks in Goshen. There will be a best of show categories with first and second place trophies being given out. General admission starts at 11 and the festivities will end after the award ceremony at 2 p.m. More information is available at cycleworksofgoshen.com.
On Wednesday, April 30th, Ben Traverse and Amy Love will be at Goshen Brewing Company for their free Wednesday music series. Ben Traverse plays a wide array of instruments and brings traditional folk music into the 21st century. Amy Love is a singer-songwriter from Maine who blends bluegrass, Americana, and folk into something original. The concert goes from 7 to 9, and more information can be found at goshenbrewing.com.
Lastly, with April almost over, First Fridays is on May 2nd with Green Day celebration. There will be plenty of green events and activities with choirs and local bands performing as well. The event starts at 5 and goes until 9. For more info and a full list of activities and an itinerary and partnering shops, head to downtowngoshen.org.
That's going to do it for this semester's final episode of the Globe's News Report.
Make sure to check out our new social media account on Bluesky at globeradio.org and our other accounts at 911 The Globe on Facebook and Instagram.
Also, don't forget to check out our website, globeradio.org, for more Globe content and the Globe Radio app available on iOS and Android.
We'll see you again in the fall with more news coverage of local stories. For everyone here at The Globe, especially the senior class, my name is Kate Bodiker.
And I'm Egypt Boyd. Thanks for watching.